My name is Brian Goodrich. I'm a husband and father, water treatment operator, a lifelong musician, a lifelong angler, and at 36 years of age, an adult onset hunter. My passions in life are my family, all things outdoors, music, travel, water, conservation, hunting, fishing, and food. This is my journey. Join me, along with my closest friends and loved ones, in our search for adventure in the Pacific Northwest and beyond. Stay safe out there. It's a brand new wild. We made camp on the Checo River in the dark and had a quick dinner of steak chili and cornbread that I'd made from home. It's wildfire season in Oregon, so campfires aren't allowed. We made a makeshift lantern with a water jug and a headlamp, had a couple of beers, and an early bedtime. The next day, we spent exploring the area in search of bear signs and good glassing spots. So we're walking this trail through some really old timber cuts that are just thick with berry bushes, wild berry bushes. And just doing a little midday scouting, see if we can find a good spot to do some glassing later in the afternoon. And we seem to have misplaced my father. So he's either way up ahead of us, or he fell down the side of the cliff, or maybe he's been eaten by a bear. What do you think?
I think the second option.
You think he fell off a cliff?
I think he fell. We probably would have heard it if he fell.
That's true. That'd be unfortunate. He's probably up there. He's pretty spry for an old guy. Oh, there's still shit in here too. We spend half of our trips picking up other people's garbage. If you're not responsible enough to pack out your garbage, you don't deserve to be here. That is my public service announcement. And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
And we found him.
And there's the old guy.
We thought we lost you.
Late afternoon, we switched gears for a little fly fishing practice. I've always been drawn to and fascinated by water and everything in it. We found a gorgeous spot to spend the evening on the river and forgot all about the bears. The catharsis of fishing was impossible to deny, even without catching anything. Pork chops for dinner, early to bed, and early to rise. The next day we had a hearty breakfast and headed down the hill into town to see what we could pull from the water off the jetty.
That's a dutchie. Ow, shit!
I got it on video.
Did you?
Yeah.
What? Damn, dude.
You want some calamari? No?
Yeah, no, that's okay. I'd rather have it fried, not frozen.
Right.
Yummy.
Get some squid in this guy and let her soak for a few hours. See if we can't take some fresh crab back to bear camp.
Hey, Liam.
Okay.
This is
So
where we
dial
watch your
9-1.
Uncle Spud fall and bust his ass on the way down to the water.
Dial 9-1, and
Yeah.
then when I trip and fall and crack my ankle and fall in the
Yeah,
water and
we
drown,
got it on speed dial.
dial the other one.
Yeah, you got it.
Yep.
Here we go. It's me that's old and clumsy. I don't know what your problem is.
I'm just clumsy.
Genetic.
You can't really tell from here, but he's pretty far down.
Yeah, not bad. Watch him tie that damn thing to his foot.
Eve.
We are off to the races. Ow, shit! But just give it a minute, let it kind of hit the ground first.
Just like straight out?
Yep. Ow, shit! One of my favorite methods of catching crabs off the jetty is with this little guy right here. This is called a crab snare. Now what you do is you toss it in the water, crab rolls over it, starts eating out of your bait bin, reel them in. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I'm gonna fix these guys up real quick and toss her out there and let it sit for a few minutes and see if we can't
Catch some crabs.
Get some crabs. got there, bud?
Little crab.
It's a crab. It's a little baby crab. What did you name your baby crab?
I don't know. Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff the crab.
Goodbye, Jeff Crab.
We had to stop for lunch at my favorite local spot, Superfly Distilling. A must whenever in Brookings. After lunch, it was back to blackberry mode. And blackberries.
They say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. And get up on the downstroke when you need to let loose. And I stay high on your sweet, sweet love each and every day. Now don't you feed me no bullshit, honey. I know you're gone away. You know she's almost perfect in every single way. She's almost perfect, except she left today. She's almost perfect. That's what the angels say, and I need some perfect today. And I swear you said you'd never leave, at least a million times.
So you can shoot males and females, right?
Yeah, so you can shoot a boar or a sow. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they're kind of hard to identify their gender. So like if you see it pee and it pees in the middle of its body, it's a boar, but if it pees like out the back, it's a sow. And so that, or if it has cubs with it, that's a dead giveaway, because a boar will eat cubs. So,
Sad truth.
yeah, so because when it's breeding season, when it's the rut, which is I think that's June, late May, early June, something like that. If a boar finds a sow that has cubs, she's not going to be open to breeding. She's not in heat. So if he eats those cubs, he can breed that sow. And, you know, a bear's goal is to basically spread his genetics and further his line,
Right.
and breed as many sows as he can, I think.
And hopefully more food for us.
Yeah, more bears to shoot. Yeah.
Another beautiful evening came and went without a single sighting.
Never easily satisfied. Still I keep up this delusion, like I'm not running out of time. I'm running out of time. Running out of time.
The next morning, we got out the bows for a little practice at camp. Biscuits and gravy for breakfast, and then I had to leave camp due to my work schedule.
Well, I'm here to tell a story about traveling across USA.
My dad and Liam stayed an extra day without any luck.
And all the times I stopped
In the end, we had no bears, no crabs, and no fish. That doesn't mean we walked away empty-handed. We spent a fun-filled weekend in the woods, and as always, we chalked it up to a learning experience. Watching my father and nephew, I'm reminded of some of the best times I had with my late grandfather. He was a park ranger in eastern Washington, and I'd spend summers making birdhouses, fishing for rainbow trout. We'd trap and relocate skunks, and he'd teach me how to read tracks on our daily afternoon hikes. Memories I will always cherish. Liam won't soon forget these times in the woods with his grandpa, and will tell these stories to his own kids in years to come. Until next time, stay safe out there. It's a brand new wild.
Ow, shit!